Hi, welcome back to Margaret Country Crafts and Miniatures. My name is Catherine and it's about fall time. It's August, which is early fall in the YouTube space. So today I have some fall DIYs for you using Dollar Tree items. I have 3 fall DIYs for you specifically, so stick around. Getting into the first DIY, I have this wood pumpkin, this wood flat pumpkin piece. And I'm just going to take the string part off, and I'm just going to sketch out roughly where I want the bumps of this pumpkin to be laid out in. And I'm just doing this with a pencil. Just so that I can get a rough idea of where these bumps of the pumpkin would be. I even tried doing 4 of them as well. But in the end, after I sketched that out, I wanted to use some wood tint by Folk Art. So I just took a foam brush and I'm gonna tint this wood a really nice dark brown color. And I'm just using my heat gun to speed up the drying time of the wood tint. And then I have this blank home sign, but before we get to that, I'm gonna take these coffee stir sticks. I got like a value pack of them off of Amazon. And I'm gonna take this really bright, it's actually called Pure Pumpkin, the paint. I didn't show you the bottle, sorry about that. But it's called Pure Pumpkin, and I'm gonna paint all these coffee stir sticks into that color. And I'm just going to use my heat gun again, the trusty, the good old heat gun, so that we can speed up the drying time of all these sticks. Now once I have my painted sticks, I'm going to take it back to the wood plank, and I'm going to measure out just about where roughly I did those pencil lines to make the bumps of the pumpkin. And I'm going to cut them down to be the length of where those pencil marks were. Or the width. Not the length, maybe the width, I should say. And I'm just going to glue them down with my Aleene's tacky glue into a striped pattern onto the wood plat. This was pretty tedious, so I won't bore you with the total time that it took to create this. But it did end up looking pretty awesome, so it is worth the time. And so I just set out a bunch of them just so that I could, with my pencil, get the general pencil line of the pumpkin. And once we were done with the left side, I started on the right side. With the same method. And there we have our two sides, the left and the right, in a beautiful orange striped pattern. But I'm leaving the center part not striped because we are going to put some wood accents in there. So this is from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has tons of them. They come in leaves, a leaf shape, pumpkin shape, and they're like little beaded decor, but I'm going to take off the string and the beads. They are stapled onto the back, so they do take a lot of work and a lot of effort to get the staples out because they're pretty strong. But once I've done that, I'm just going to apply glue onto the back of this orange pumpkin. I'm going to glue it right to the center of our larger pumpkin. And back to that home sign. This I got on clearance. I think it was from Michael's Craft Store. So it was only a couple of dollars. And I'm going to stain it the same wood tint that we stained the bigger pumpkin. And I'm just going to speed up the drying time. And I wanted to paint over the filled in hole that I did up at the top of the big pumpkin. So I want the home word to stretch across the pumpkin on top of the pumpkin, but first I'm going to use my Posca paint pen, and I'm going to use it in white because I'm going to do a little outline on the word home so that it stands out a little bit more. And I added some white lines to the pumpkin as well. And I have this beaded berry garland. I'm pretty sure this is for Christmas time. It's from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top stem of the big pumpkin. And I'm going to leave a piece hanging because I want to attach this little leaf detail that came off of a beaded garland, again from Dollar Tree. It was part of like their Thanksgiving decor. But I love the shape of this leaf, so I'm going to use the back side of it. And I want to paint it the same orange color, the pure pumpkin, that we painted all the coffee stir sticks. And I'm just gonna string it through because there's a hole there, so I'm gonna string it through onto the berry garland just to secure it down so that it hangs up at the top. And back with my white Posca pen, paint pen, I'm gonna just add some more white line details to the leaf, which kind of match the white line details I did on the smaller pumpkin. But now we need something to hang this pumpkin sign. So I used some jute string that I have, some jute rope. And I'm going to use just some scraps of this ribbon that I have just to help secure down the hot glue to the wood plaque. I just wanted something to give it a little bit more hold on the back. And there we have it. Just fixing it up a little bit. There we have our pumpkin sign, our home fall pumpkin sign. Now on to DIY number 2. I have these wall decor hanging beaded wood fall pieces from Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree currently still has them, but I believe I got this last year. But Dollar Tree still sells them, so that's good if you want to get some yourselves. I'm just going to take the string beaded part off of the leaves, off of the big leaf part, and it does take a lot of wiggling and effort to get the staples out, but they do eventually come out. And using some Jenga blocks or tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, I'm gonna use it to prop up, but I also have these little table scatter plastic pieces that are in fall leaf shape, also as an embellishment to add to the pieces, add to this piece overall. So I'm just using some hot glue to build up my base with the tumbling tower blocks. And I want the base for this leaf to be the same green color as the leaf is. So I'm just taking some green paint, but I'm darkening it up with some brown paint. If you're liking this video, please like it. If you would like to subscribe, I would love that. Please subscribe. And please turn on the bell notifications so you know when I upload. And once that's painted and dry, I'm gonna hot glue it to the back of my leaf. But this is the point where I realize, oh, the weight of it is still a little bit too heavy. So it needs some distribution of weight so that it can stand properly. So taking my mini table saw, I'm just gonna cut down one of the tumbling tower blocks to be a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna put the saw back. And I'm going to use these blocks just to glue to the front part of the leaf, but we have to paint it the same green color first. And I'm just gonna hot glue it to the front parts of the tumbling tower blocks so that it doesn't disrupt the look of the leaf, but still gives it a good base to stand up on. And it also gave me a good opportunity to glue down these plastic embellishments from Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna use one green one on the left, and I'm gonna use another green embellishment on the right. I believe these are called table scatter though, the actual package from Dollar Tree. And there we have it, but we're not done yet. I think this piece needs a little bit more shine, a little bit more bedazzling, and we're going to use some gold paint to do that. So this folk art gold paint is one of my favorites. It's a nice shiny gold, and I'm just going to paint the outline of this leaf right on the edge, just to do a gold outline on the edge. And I'm going to take the same gold paint and I'm just going to roughly do some lines where those indents are on the actual leaf, just to put some gold shine in those areas too. And there we have it. I made 2 of these so that they're a set of 2. And this is how we can turn those hanging wall pieces into stand-up decor. And on to DIY 3, our last DIY of this video. I have this wooden sign from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using the Chalk Couture paste. This one is in a brown color, and I'm going to be using a Chalk Couture stencil as well that says Hello Autumn. And it's the perfect size for this sign. I'm mainly going to focus on the Hello Autumn part, not the other floral and leaf parts around it. But I'm going to set it out on my sign. It was a little too high at first, so I believe I take it off just to realign it again. And it laid down a lot better that time. So this brown Chalk Couture paste is what we're going to use on the Hello Autumn. I'm just going to put some on my little squeegee. And this is a really nice chocolate brown color. And we're just going to squeegee the paste into our stencil, keeping only to the Hello Autumn words, because I have other plans for the surrounding area. And we lift up our stencil to have our clean Hello Autumn. And these are also from Dollar Tree. They were part of their Thanksgiving. They're just like little wall hanging beaded garland, just like the leaf ones were, which I'm also showing you an orange leaf, which we're gonna use. And I am gonna take the staples out the back of this one as well, like we did with the second DIY. Or was it the first DIY? It was actually the first and second DIYs that we did this. But I'm just gonna do it again and take the staples out. So the little acorns are from the Thanksgiving little wall beaded decor. But I took those off and we're just gonna use the acorn parts. And more table scatter. I have the mini hay bales that Dollar Tree sells. I had these in my stash. I also had this little sweater pumpkin, but I decided not to use that in the end. But I was just testing it out here to see how it looks. But I went with the 3 hay bales, and I'm gonna use a little Jenga block, a little tumbling tower block, just to prop up the height of that orange leaf so that it really sits nicely on the sign. And I'm gonna glue down one of the acorns. You can see that it's like a half acorn, so it has a flat bottom, which makes it perfect for gluing down to signs. So if you see these in stores, make sure you grab some because they make great embellishments for signs, even if you want to make the stand-up decor like we did in the second DIY. So I decided to make the 3 Jenga blocks or tumbling tower. I decided to make the 3 hay bale blocks sit on the edge of the sign, and I'm gonna glue them down just in a pyramid shape. So 2 on the bottom, 1 on top, and I'm gonna glue down that table scatter plastic embellishments of the leaves onto either side of the hay bales and 1 on the top. And there we have our last DIY, our Hello Autumn sign. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this fall DIY, 3 DIYs that we did. Comment down below which one was your favorite, and I hope you can watch some of my past ones. This is my first fall season doing videos, so stay tuned for more of that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.